right off this point here, it's like a little cross tide. You got tide coming one direction to my right and also pushing to my left. Feels like a good place for a striper to hang out. Oh, there we go. There we go. I knew there was a fish sitting there. He was sitting right in that little rip. I knew there was a fish sitting there. Definitely a striper. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, man. There's another one behind him. That's the crazy thing. Definitely schooled up right there. It's crazy too, because he's not big, but man, he's feisty. Let's go. All right, let's get this guy back. Oh, look at that, the old striper flip. Tell you what, man, these bass are so fun. These little, you know, 24-inch plus fish. They're just, you can't really beat it this time of year fishing for them. All right, we're gonna try taking a few casts right here. Working between these sods. There's a little bit of a rip right there. I think there should be some fish hanging in that direction. All right. That one hit out of nowhere. Man. It's one of those ones too, man. I hooked him. I don't know if he doesn't know he's hooked yet, but I feel like as soon as he sees the kayak, he might just run the opposite way. Yep, there it goes. I knew that was coming. He saw that kayak, didn't want nothing to do with it. Look at that, man. Beautiful backwater bass. Not a big guy by any means, but I'll take it. All right, man. That was that last fish was on the troll. Trying to troll between spots. That way I feel like I'm covering more ground. But what I'm pretty much trying to do at each spot is pull up, set the shallow water anchor, and then fan cast, you know, a certain portion of this sod bank in front of us. Try and cover it from, like, I don't know, at 90 degrees total. Once we get across the kayak is when I pick up the shallow water anchor and move somewhere else, because they're either here or they're not. I mean, what really drives where they're moving right now is food. Haven't seen much bait. Did see some mullet jumping out of some of those creek mouths ahead of us, but usually when you find the bait, you find the fish, at least in my experience. Oh, there we go. There we go. That one was sitting on that little ledge right there. Not a big one, but man, they are fun, man, when they thump that lure. Yeah, look at that. That's like a cookie cutter. Oh, he had one behind him. That's pretty cool. Let's get you in. Easy, buddy. Easy. I'm gonna let you go. And this is like one of my favorite things to do. I mean, I do love tog fishing. I love sheep's head fishing. But catching, you know, striped bass on the flats is one of my favorite pastimes. Look at that, look at that. I hope you saw that. That's pretty cool. That's just what I was talking about earlier, man. Is these bass will hit it right at the kayak. So you can't really, and that's actually a nice one too. You really can't pull your bait out super early because you end up missing on some of these fish. Like, look at this guy. Oh, let me sit back down, might make it a little bit easier. That's pretty cool. I sure hope my camera was pointing in the right direction, because you see the bass come up and roll on that bait, man. There we go. Man, that's pretty cool. He looks so much bigger in the water. Not a giant by any means, but such a beautiful fish, man. Get him back in. There he goes. There we go. Let's go. Let's go. On the freaking spinner blade. That's awesome. That's freaking awesome. Oh, let me sit back down. That just made my day. That little fish. I'm watching guys down south slaying redfish and speckled sea trout on this exact setup. That's awesome. I'll tell you what, man, that is pretty freaking cool. Oh, man. Let's get you back in the water, buddy. Look how beautiful these fish are. He's off. All right, we're gonna punch forward. We did have 2 short strikes right here, but I think they might have been really small stripers, because they did not feel, it could have been a small perch, or I'm sorry, a larger perch, honestly, because it didn't feel like that striper thump. If it was a striper, it probably was, I don't know, 12, 14-inch class fish, nothing huge by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, there we go. There we go, baby. I knew there had to be one in this little creek. Man, that guy thumped it. Tell you what, man, sometimes they, you think they're done fighting, and they just get a second wind and a third wind. It's crazy the size, even like something like this, which is an undersized fish. I mean, look at it. You don't want to give up. Man, this guy is spunky. Ah, there we go. Yeah. Beautiful fish. Let's get him back in. Off he goes. All right, try working this little area. Oh, there we go. Let's go. Oh. Tell you what, man, that guy, he's got a little back to him. Yeah, that's not a bad one. Might actually I mean, it's kind of far away from the kayak for me to really tell, but probably would fall in the slot limit. In Jersey, we have, you know, the good old striper slot. Whew, man. Tell you what, man, these paddle tails have become my favorite bait, and from a price standpoint, you really can't beat how much they cost compared to other swim baits. For the longest time, I was fishing Bass Pro Shops. Oop, he's not done yet. I was fishing the Bass Pro Shops speed shads, which I really still like, but you know, like everything else in this economy, everything's gone up. You know, we're gonna net this guy because I feel like he'll do more damage trying to spin him in the boat. Oh yeah, that's a nice one, man. Look at that. He freaking engulfed it. We're gonna have to see how far it went down. Oh no, that's perfect. I thought it was gonna be way worse. All right, man. So in New Jersey, stripers have to be between 28 and 43 inches to keep. This guy might have been a heartbreaker. He might have been just under, but still a beautiful freaking fish. We're not even gonna measure him because we're not keeping him. Just gonna let him chill for a minute till he's ready to go. When they bite down on your finger like that, you know they're ready. There he goes. Let's try right out here. Definitely some bait. I keep seeing like these little teardrops on the surface that are 100% bait. Not sure what, but I think they're mostly peanut bunker actually over here. Definitely a plethora of bait, man. We've seen silver side, spearing, what looked like possible bay anchovies, some mullet. Bait's like a double-edged sword. It's nice because once you find the bait, you usually find the fish, but latter parts of the summer and early fall, sometimes fishing artificials can be really tough when there's so much bait around because they're a lot more picky. I'd have thought there had been something right there. Yeah. Man, this got slammed. Man, I don't think I was filming. Literally, as soon as it hit the water, it got smoked. Oh. Man. Little striper. Look at that, man. Got him in. All right, all right, all right. Oh, there we go. Oh. Oh. That one hit right off that point. Swimming towards it, I think. Smaller striper. Oh, man. That was cool. Little rat. Oh, there we go. Oh, easy, easy. Look at that beauty. All right, get this beauty back in the water. He literally just jumped at my mouth. I think I got part of his mouth in my mouth. All right. easy, buddy. Let's just get you back in. There he goes. There we go. Look at that, man. Ain't nothing better than backwater bass fishing. Whew. Easy, buddy, easy. Okay, I just tied on a mirror lure on this rod. That's pretty cool. Hit this on the troll. I took off the spinner blade bait because it was just a little too heavy for the pace we were trolling. That's pretty cool. Spunky. That's pretty cool, man. Gotta move this out of the way. It looks like he's barely hooked, but whoa, let's get you in the boat. There we go. All right, let's hit one of those mirror lures just like this. Let's get him in the water, get him back to full strength. That didn't take long. He's gone.